my name is Tamara. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. If you're new, you like my vibes, or you just like fragrances, please consider subscribing and join the family. We would love to have you. As you can see from the title, today we are talking about a perfume haul. Now, this is the second time I'm making this video because the first time was blurry as hell. I'm so sorry for those who have watched it in that quality. I messed up my settings and I did not realize, so I apologize. Hopefully this setting is much better. You're able to see me much clearer. Now let's just jump right in. Now, newest to my collection, and the day I actually did this video, I got it the day before. Literally the newest fragrance in my collection is Prodigy from Mind Game. This is a beautiful fragrance. Now, this wasn't a wish list because some of the fragrances I have, quick disclaimer, these are not 2025 releases. I think I only have one that was released this year. All of them are fragrances that I've had on my radar, had on my wish list, and finally getting them. Now, Mind Games wasn't even on my radar or wish list. I think this came out last year as well. Now, I smelled this on a friend, and when I first sprayed it, I didn't really love the opening, and then as soon as it's drying down, I started to really fall in love with this fragrance. This stayed on me all day. I showered and I could still smell this fragrance. It's a rose patchouli fragrance, so it says rose absolute and patchouli, and you get that in the fragrance. You have to love your rose, you have to love your patchouli to get this fragrance. Now, some of the notes that I'm getting that's sticking out to me is the rose, the patchouli. The cardamom is what I'm not vibing for. It's too much, but it goes away. Thankfully, it goes away because I'm not a big fan of that. It also has Longoza, which I'm not really a big fan of. It's like a combination of notes, I want to say, that gives off a spicy smell. So like ginger and cardamom. So this has cardamom in the open, plus it has Longoza, but it doesn't stay, it goes away. And I think what I love is the dry down, which gives me the vanilla, the sandalwood, and some woodiness to it. So I like the dry down. Now the vanilla in there is not overly sweet, it just gives it some base. Really love this one. As I said, this is beast mode. It projects. It's slightly powdery as well. Dry down is not overly done. It's not too much, it's not too strong, it's not too overpowering. I get a more powdery, slightly sweetish, woody dry down. Beautiful rose patchouli combination. I absolutely love this one, and this is Prodigy from Mind Games. Another one that's fairly new to my collection is Fragrance de Bois Oud Orange Intense. This one I sprayed last summer when I went to Philly, and I love this one. This one was I really loved it. It was, when I first sprayed, I love the opening because it gives me a freshness in the opening. So when I freeze, I get like an orange or a bergamot or some freshness. However, it doesn't state that it has any lemon in there or any orange, but I get that. It gives me a burst of freshness in there, and then it dries down to a more vanilla fragrance. This for me is a fluffy tropical floral scent. I think vacation when I spray this one, because it's so fresh, it's so airy, it's so light, and then it dries down to like a powder fluffy vanilla fragrance. Vanilla not leaning gourmand, vanilla just slightly sweet. It's not an overly sweet fragrance, but it's more of a nice soft powdery vanilla fragrance. This one says it has some fruity notes, some coconut. I do not get the coconut in this. Bourbon vanilla, musk, and oud. I do not get the coconut, but I do get the oud, I get the musk, I get the vanilla, and I get that the fruitiness, the freshness that I'm getting from it. I think would maybe coming from the fruity notes, because I get a burst of orange or a burst of freshness when I first spray it. So I really do like it. It's very fresh, very light, very fluffy, very airy, very feminine vanilla fragrance. So Oud Orange Intense. The next one is Casablanca from the House of Ball. Now with Casablanca, I did get the Discover set. My friend also got the Discover set, so I smell quite a few of them. Of all of what I smell, this is by far my favorite. I like Rosario. That would be my second favorite. I like Infinite Oud also. Now I'm not a big fan of Lamar. Is nice. Lamar is not bad, but Lamar is like number 4, number 5. Bum Bum, it's okay. There's so many Bum Bum out there. It's fine. And then, which other one? Expiry 2, I think I'm yet to smell. I hear good things about it, so that one I'll get my nose on. And I want to get my nose on the new one, which is Ava Maria. But I really like this house. They do really, really great fragrances. And this is just a beautiful woody floral fragrance with a slight smokiness in the dry down. You're gonna smell that tobacco notes coming through because it gives off that slight smokiness. But don't let that scare you away because it's not too smoky. It's not like a bar or anything like that. You're not getting by the fireplace or jazz club kind of smokiness. It's a slight smokiness that mixes really, really well with the florals. It has some floral notes. It has a mineral note, but the mineral note, I don't think it's a true mineral note. It gives it off more of a slightly floral, yes, slightly minerals. The mineral note is also not really prominent, and it's not the true meaning of mineral, so I don't get that from this fragrance. But this is really a luxurious signature scent. This is like a signature scent for someone who has their life together. Life is put together, they wear nice clothes, they look together, they look put together all the time, and they just always look good. And this is what I picture them wearing. A nice woman who just have her life together, and she's just well maintained and well put together. The woodiness in the base is so nice. This is a fruity floral with depth and class. This could be all year round. I think it's unisex, but I think it is unisex. This is unisex leaning feminine to me. I really, really like this one. And some of the notes is mineral notes, white tea, labdanum, fig, copal, white suede, bourbon, vanilla, tobacco, and oud. Don't let the tobacco, vanilla, and oud scare you away. It is a beautiful blend. It blends so well, and even though it says oud, the oud is not overbearing, it's not overpowering, it's there. It adds depth to the fragrance, and that's what gives it to the complexity of the fragrance. And that's the difference between just a regular fruity floral fragrance and this fruity floral, because it adds depth and complexity to the fragrance. I really love this. This is a classic girl spring summer fragrance, and this is Casablanca from the House of Bow. Musk Therapy from Initio. This has been on my list since last year. I want to say late summer, it was on my radar, and I was like, let me wait until this time of year to get it. This is really your skin but better fragrance. Think white t-shirt and jeans, nice loafer, nice handbag going out to just run errands or going shopping. This is what I get. It's fresh, clean, creamy, slightly powdery, and musky. That's all I get. It is really so good. And this one I get also. This one is fresh, very fresh, slightly soapy, but not really soapy, but it is fresh, clean, airy, light, musky, powdery, creamy fragrance, and not creamy like milk or like just slightly creamy maybe from sandalwood. Let's see if it has sandalwood. It has the sandalwood, and I think that's what's giving that creaminess. That's where that creaminess is coming from. But this is your skin but better. Really, really a great everyday fragrance. This is a everyday fragrance, signature scent fragrance. Longevity, I'm not 100% sure if it's long lasting. If it's long lasting, let us know. But I can't wait to wear this spring summer, like later spring to summer, because it's so fresh, so light. The muskiness, the musk in there really just balance it out, and it's not overly musky. This is your clean girl, it girl, soft girl fragrance. Very soft, very fresh. And this one says it has white musk, black currant, bergamot, mandarin orange, Mongolia, white sandalwood, and Ideon. So think fresh with some musk and a slight creaminess. I think the sandalwood is giving it the creaminess and the powderness, but overall, love this. This is a staple for spring summer. I can't wait to rock this one. It is initio, so I'm hoping most of their fragrances that I have are long lasting, so I'm hoping this is beast mode, but I really love this one. Carmina from Creed. Ooh. This is a really sexy rose black cherry fragrance. I'm not the biggest cherry lover, but this fragrance is amazing. It is date night. This is a dinner date. This is a dinner fragrance. This is date night fragrance. There's something about the black cherry mixes with rose that I love. I still consider it a rose fragrance with some cherry. I'm a rose lover, and I think the rose is what is really pulling me. I first smelled this and I fell in love. Totally forgot about it until I smelled it again last month, and I bought it right away. I was like, yes, gotta have it. It is a beautiful fragrance. Yeah, this gives me about 8+ hours and projects for the first few hours. I get the cherry, you get the spice, slight spiciness in the opening when you first spray it, and I think that's coming from the pink pepper, but that goes away. And then you're getting the black cherry, which gives it some freshness as well. It has the rose, it has the ambroxan in there as well. This one, I think, as I said, dinner, I wear it to work because I wear my fragrances. I wear my fragrance wherever I want to go. But this is like, if I'm thinking going out for dinner, I wore this to dinner when I went to Philly a couple weeks ago by now, and I took her to dinner. I wore this. It's a dinner day. It's a dinner fragrance. It's an evening fragrance. It's a date night fragrance because that black cherry and that rose mix with the musk and the ambroxan gives it that sexy vibe. Love this one. This is a must have. One of my favorite from Creed so far. They have a new one coming out that I can't remember the name. Based on the notes of that one, I think I'm gonna like that one, but that's gonna be a try before I buy, because Creed fragrances are not cheap. Not cheap. So we're gonna make sure that we love that one, because we're not blind buying. Well, not many blind buys, but we're gonna make sure that we love the fragrances, because we're only adding fragrances that we love to our collection. But Carmina, 10 out of 10. Valentina Born in Roma. This is released in 2025. This is a new release. This just came out a few months ago. By this, we're March 1st when I'm recording this. So yeah, we're already in March. But this one has become my favorite Born in Roma. I really like this fragrance. It gives me freshness, but it gives me sweet as well. So it's fresher than the original. The original is dense. It's a little bit more dense, and I think that's coming from the florals in that one. This gives me more of a freshness in the opening, and it gives me that sweetness in the base. Now, the freshness could be coming from the rum, because you're gonna smell that rum note. It is peeping through, but I think it's more of a white rum, fresh rum. It's not a boozy rum. So I don't know how to explain the rum that I'm getting, but the rum is, I'm smelling the rum, but it's not a boozy fragrance, and it's not adding a boozy feel to the fragrance for me. It's more giving me a fresh fragrance. It is sweeter, lighter, airier than the original, and I think that's what I'm liking this for. And I think this is more spring summer, evening dinner as well. The original definitely a more deeper fragrance, stronger fragrance in terms of denser. I really like this one. You're getting the blackcurrant in this one, and you're getting the vanilla and the rum. That's what it listed. I think there's more to it, I don't know, but I do get the freshness, and I think I'm getting the freshness and an airiness. But I like this. This is sweet, and the sweetness in this reminds me of the Born in Roma Intense, which is slightly sweet. This is not a gourmand, it's not a vanilla fragrance. In my opinion, it's more of a fresh, floral, slightly sweet fragrance. I really do like this one. I blind buy this one. We just talk about we're not blind buying here, but Born in Roma, we know we love the DNA. I love almost all of them, so it was okay. I blind buy this one, and I thought I was getting the 1.7, but this teeny teeny one. This is just gonna be in my vacation bag for like evening, because I need a bigger one. I need the bigger one because it is now my favorite. I really love this this one of my favorite out of all of them, and they've been coming up with flankers, but this one, I must say, absolutely love this one. Now I almost blind bought Valaya exclusive. I'm so glad I didn't. It is nice. It is softer. It's a powdery. I don't think it have the aldehyde. It's not as aldehydic as the original, and I don't even know if it has that in there. I don't get the sharpness that I get with the original, and it's more of a powdery fragrance. I'm not a big fan of too much powder in my fragrance. It has to really done well. The dry down though, the opening wasn't a fan of. I was like, no, but the dry down does remind me of the original, but a softer version of the original. It's like a younger, softer, daintier sister to Valaya. Do I need both? No. Do I really love the original more, and I'm gonna stick to that one. So I'm so happy that I didn't blind buy it, because I thought I would just love it because I love the original so much, but it's not as sharp, and the sharpness is what I probably love in the original. So really nice fragrance. If you like the softer, if Valaya was too sharp for you, you want something a little bit more softer, daintier, and more powdery without the ambroxan and the aldehydes, then you would love the exclusive. For me, it is the original all day. So I'm happy we didn't blind buy, because I thought it was going to be a sure blind buy. So I wanted to put that in. Now, one that I've been loving since last year, I also had this in a wish list that I did last year, and I'm so happy that I finally have it. This was a fragrance that I fell in love with, and I don't know why I'm just getting it, and it is Hibiscus Mahajad. Now this is a strong fragrance. This is a rose hibiscus combination that is amazing. I don't see a lot of rose hibiscus combination, but this one, it is so good. Now you have to love a stronger fragrance, because it's strong. It projects. It's a beast mode of a fragrance. This is the second one I have from Maison Crivelli. They're beast mode. They project. They're long lasting. Sillage is just amazing. So I'm so happy to have this one. I even have the dupe of it. I don't know. I bought the dupe from Juliana's Perfume, which I think is nice, but it's not this. It is not 100% dupe, but it gives you the DNA. But this one, when I spray this, with this one I get a slightly sweet, fresh fragrance, but you're getting that rose, you're getting that hibiscus, like a nice hibiscus tea that's been just set to cool. That's what I get. Very nice. The leather isn't, as I said, the leather is not overly done. It's not too leathery, and it's done well. It mixes well, and it grounds the fragrance. Just kind of just balance the fragrance out. It balanced the rose and hibiscus really good. Very nice fragrance, very beast mode, but you have to love rose fragrance, because I think it's a rose forward fragrance, but not a jammy sticky rose. Love this one. It's been on my wish list. I've always wanted it, and I'm so happy that I get it. Now I would say, I realize that you don't have to get all the fragrances that you love at all time, because then we're just gonna go broke, because there's so many fragrances out there. But what I've done is just put my fragrances on a wish list in terms of what's most important or what I love more, and then I just tick them off as I get them. And you know, and then I also buy in the season. So for now, the fragrances that I'm buying are really fragrances that are going to be best for spring, summer. As summer is coming to an end, I start get fragrances for fall and winter. That way I'm just not spending money buying fall fragrances unless it's a really good price. I digress. Another 13. This is a fresh, fruity, clean fragrance. This one is chic. It can be unisex, so I think a man can wear this and get away. This is also another Your Skin But Better fragrance. I would say I'm a heavy hitter all day, but there's time and place for that, and I realize that I'm also enjoying these nice lighter area fluffier fragrance as well, because there's a time and place for it. There are times when I wear the heavy hitter and I'm like, okay, this is too much. And the other day I wore one and it was just a little bit too much, even for me. So I would say you can love your heavy hitter, but you can also love your nice, soft, dainty, chic, feminine fragrances as well, especially when spring, summer coming up, because we can't wear them. And I don't know if I'm getting tired of them already, but I was looking forward when summer was coming to an end. I was looking forward to wearing my heavy hitter, my sweet fragrance, or just my heavy fragrance. And now I'm like, okay, I'm ready for the soft, dainty, fresh floral, well, fresh, clean, fresh, fruity floral fragrance, because I can't do just fresh. I need something more. I need some depth to my fragrance. Don't give me a freshie alone. It has to have something else in the fragrance. Yeah, still like my heavy hitter, but in a softer way. But this one, I'm all over the place today. But this one is, I think it's unisex, but I think it leans feminine. You're getting that freshness and fruitiness from the pear and the apple. Really pretty, really nice. It gives that just a burst of freshness and fruitiness when you first spray. And then you're gonna get some sweetness and slight powderness. I don't know where the sweetness is coming from, because it doesn't list vanilla or anything caramel or anything like that, but it gives me a slight sweetness, not sweet, just a slight sweetness to the fragrance, and a slight, it's just give me soft girl. Think about a nice luxury hotel. You walk in that luxury hotel and you get a nice, fresh, floral, clean smell. This is what it gives me, a nice. This is what I get from this fragrance. It's very luxury feel. It's a simple fragrance though. It's a simple everyday fragrance. So I think this is more everyday, maybe brunch, going out, going shopping, easy reach. This is what I get from this fragrance. I do really love this one. As I said, I can't wait to start wearing this one spring, summer, because I think especially when it gets hot and you just want something that's soft and dainty and clean and fresh and fruity, you're gonna want to pull for this one. I really love this one. I hope I described it good for you guys. YSL Libre Intense. Ooh. I had the original for years and always say I wanted to get the intense version because it's my favorite. They've come up with some flankers. The last two, the newest two that came out, I haven't really got my nose on it yet, but this is my favorite from the ones I've smelled. I really love this one. This is a sexy lavender forward fragrance. It is a beast mode. So you're gonna get the lavender, you're gonna get some florals coming through. It is strong. You don't need to overspray. It gives you that freshness, burst of freshness when you first spray, and that is coming from the orange and the bergamot. So really nice and fresh, but then it just, the lavender starting to seep through and the florals starting to seep through, and then it dries down to a nice jasmine, lavender jasmine vanilla fragrance. Fresh lavender jasmine fragrance. That's what I get. You have to love your jasmine, you have to love lavender in your fragrance because it's lavender heavy, it's jasmine heavy, and you get that freshness when you first spray. It's the DNA of the, well, it's the Libre DNA. You're getting that Libre DNA, but for me, this is just a nicer, sexier version to it, and I absolutely love this. This is YSL Libre Intense. Love this one. Now, this one I think I got at the top of the year, and this is Charzo from Miller Harris, and I've been wearing it already. My battery is dying, so let me finish this real quick. This one is powdery rose. It is very unique. It's a slight powdery rose fragrance, definitely a rose fragrance, very unique. It's a beast mode. It does project, and it has a slight sweetness to the base as well. So I get musk powder notes, I get powdery notes or something powdery, slight sweetness, rose. It is different. Even though it's a rose fragrance, it doesn't smell like any rose I have in my collection. It's a unique rose fragrance in my opinion. It's a rose, musk, slight musky, slight powdery, slightly sweet fragrance. You're getting that rose. What I get most out of it is the rose and the musk in this fragrance, but it is beautiful. I really do like this one, and this one I've been wearing it already. This was a blind buy, even though we said we're not blind buying in the fragrance, but this was a blind buy that I really love. it was a safe blind buy for me because I love rose, and based on the notes in the fragrance, I knew I was gonna love it because I love rose fragrances. There's not many rose fragrances out there that I don't like. So, and I'm trying to stop myself from getting more rose fragrances because as soon as I smell, I was like, yes, I have to have it, which I don't want a collection of rose fragrance. I need variety. But these are the fragrances that I have in my collection. These are the newest fragrances into my collection. Let me know what you think I should get. Mind games, I like the house. I was trying to get into them, and I'm smelling a few more of their fragrances, and I like the dry down of most of their fragrances. Now with French Defense, I got a 5 ml from my friend, and I wore it. It is soft. I like the fragrance, but it's so soft. It's like I'm not wearing fragrance, so not a big fan. I like it, but I just don't like the performance. Cassia, I like too. Performance is not the best, but I do like the smell of that one. Queening, not for me. Not a fan of that one. So, but let me know what fragrances that you think I should add to my collection. But spring, summer fragrances, because that's what we're buying for right now. Only spring and summer. So let me know what fragrances you think I should get. But I'm doing a no buy for March because I bought all these fragrances in January and February, so I'm trying to do a no buy for March. So let me know what fragrance I should grab April 1st. I do have I do want to get the clementine fragrance that's out. I want to try that fragrance. I think I'm gonna like it. And I want to get Mango Skin for summer, and I want to get there's another one that I have on my radar for summer. Let me know what other spring summer fragrances I should add to my collection. I want to know. But if you're still here and you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. I'm waiting. Just hit the subscribe. It's free. It's not going to charge you anything. Just hit the button right now because you stay to the end. But thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, and I hope I get to see you in the next one. Bye.